Hi everyone, it's Terry sharing another process video for Peartree Cutfiles. I'm using this gorgeous teacup stack cut file and I'm going to use this older Alice in Wonderland Echo Park collection. But first off, I've cut the teacups from white cardstock and I'm going to add some different colours of shimmers paints in kind of pretty pinks and greens, just where all the florals are within the teacup designs. So now I've finished painting my teacups, I'm going to move on to create my actual background for the layout whilst that dries. So I've just cut out the centre of my patterned paper so that I've got a frame, and that means I can use that piece later on. So I've trimmed down some white cardstock and I have actually added some clear gesso to the left hand side of this white piece of cardstock because I know that I want to add some mixed media to the background there. So I've pulled out a few different colours of shimmers paints again and I'm just working out where I want to put the colour by using the actual cut file that I've coloured in there, and then I'm just adding those colours of shimmers paint with some packaging. So I'm just putting it on the packaging with a paintbrush and then literally like dabbing it on the background. So I do keep popping the cut file back over to see like where I need to add more. I've gone with this quite bright blue colour to pull in the blues from the collection because it's got those like bold Alice in Wonderland colours in them. And I wanted it to, I wanted the teacups to really pop off the page above it. And once it's dry, it does kind of settle down a little bit. I've just added a few splatters here and there, just in the same colours. So I always think it looks quite messy at this point and a bit of a mess, but you just have to kind of persevere and go with it. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and what I do actually do is back the teacups with some vellum, so there you can see it now stuck on top of that coloured packaging technique area, and it doesn't look quite the mess that it did. So I pulled out a couple of pieces of patterned paper from that Echo Park collection and I'm just backing 3 small photos with that patterned paper. So I've gone for blues and pinks, just to match with the colour scheme, and it also matches the colour of my jumper in these photos. So these are from Mother's Day when I ordered in an afternoon tea for me and my mum. We're fortunate to have been in a support bubble during lockdown, so it was nice to be able to spend some time with her. So I'm just working out how I want my photos to sit, like do I want them at an angle, and I've popped the top of them up on foam pads, and I would really like to use lots of these stickers from this sticker sheet. So I've pulled out the teacup stack, which I think looks really good against the bigger, like paler one, and then I'm going to add Alice in Wonderland on top. So just to kind of tie it all together, and then we've got this teapot that I kind of want to put at a bit of a jaunty angle so it looks like it's pouring tea, but that doesn't quite work out how I want it to go. So before I add too much more, I want to add a title. I've pulled out these really old thickers. They're a bright pink glitter foam sticker, and I'm running out of letters really with them now, but I did manage to find the word mothers from them. And then they've got these cute little like floral pieces, so I've used some of them dotted around. So this is an Amy Tangerine alphabet. I love these. They're really small, and they come in some beautiful colours. So I'm just adding some more stickers from that sticker sheet, popped up on foam pads. I'm just working out what I can add now. I do decide to pull out this tea time tag. It's like got a little fishtail banner to it, and I move that day across, and then I decide to use it as part of my title. So my title then says Mother's Day Tea Time. I don't want to add too much to this layout because obviously those teacups are kind of like the star of the show, and I don't want to detract too far from that. So I've just pulled out some of my Bramble Fox perspectives. I've got this little box of all small pieces, and I've pulled out some frosted pink hearts that I'm using to dot in and around this page. Just using a dot of glossy accents to stick them down. I find that's the best glue, but you do have to be careful you don't add too much. And once I've added them, I'm just going to add a few dots of these Perfect Pearls from Ranger. They're like a beautiful pearlescent colour. They're a bit like a Nouveau drop, so I use them instead of those, or enamel dots, just for smaller details here and there on the layout. And then finally, it's just a case of adding some journaling to the bottom of the page. I'm just going to add it under my title, and it's literally just a few lines in black pen. Thanks for joining me on YouTube today. Check out the links below to find out where I get my cut files from.